you might, too much, 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 you might, too much. Too many crabs in a barrel, but I'd rather hang around family and battle. It's too much, too many dripping in sauce, and I ain't hating on nobody, they can get lost. It's too much, trying to help a nigga out. The only thing they care about is internet cloud. It's too much, niggas sounding like each other and they all dead wrong, they don't even get along. Too much, you might, 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 too much drip, you might slip, 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 too much.
Way, cause I don't play clown. Book, take that with you on the way down. Up, in the way, cause I don't play clown. Book, take that with you on the way down.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal.
And what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the real world that our children live in. Not the ideal one that we want them to live in. Not this wonderful world that we pray that will come here one day, but the real world that they have to live in. You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work, and when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there.
Me an animal. I eat a fake motherfucker like a cannibal. And I don't even understand how he got that far. Cause every time he write a rhyme, it's about his goddamn car. You know the top 10 hottest in the fucking game? Well, 8 of them niggas fucking lame. It's a fucking shame how y'all put them on a pedestal. But I figure you ain't got nothing better to do.
Pinky ring up to the moon. Ain't girl, I'm so damn into you. I'm done with these models and done with these bottles, girl, I'm just trying to talk to you. We don't have to go to the room, but girl, best believe if we do, that we getting hot at the bottles, my party, so yeah, but that's all of the truth. And we can go as far as you want to, cause ain't nobody finna stop you. We ain't debumping out of this bottle, but we fornicating back at the Tahoe. Then I remember go off on my phone, I pick up to you saying you home alone. I hop in the whip, and I shit the 6 on the wrist of the push, because I know that it's going down tonight. Let's fuck it up now, this merry go round, cause we in the clouds tonight. I'm trying to show you the time of your life, so girl, let you down tonight. Let's go a few rounds tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, and what's it gon' cost? Let's play your sides tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? Let's play your sides tonight. It's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. So many missed calls, I understand why you was pissed off. Let me explain for a minute, before you start jumping to conclusion. I really don't understand why you doing this shit for a minute. Let me explain this, I'm sorry for all the attention I ain't paying. All of this honor you be bringing, I paid it. The only one that do better than a man shit. Yeah, you baby, all day baby. You be in my mom, best believe I hate play. Stay up on my grind just for you is what I'm saying. Make a moves for you, be on my scripture on the daily. So maybe be less insecure, cause you the best and that I can't ensure. Like Geico, when you progressive that I can't ignore. My A1, you my lady, and that's for sure, so stop it. Ready your head just to go and pop shit off. Also bitches that ain't even really jocking, dog. You tripping, baby, I ain't even gonna options, though. But if I did, I'm in my pickles, you could bleed me. Oh, goddamn, you don't understand it. We don't do what you be begging cause I'm damaged. So hit me down before I hit and bless it. You fucking up the ground like a bandit. Play vacation, motivation. Keep me in the studio, see deprivation. Got me going crazy, though. My body shaking. Think about that body and the love we making faces. We was meant to be together forever and ever, for worse or for better. And poor with cheddar, it don't matter. You was ruining my grind, and my pockets fat. A horse in the glass, one of us get shut out tonight. Let's fuck it up now, just maybe go round, cause we in the clouds tonight. I'm trying to show you the time of your life, so girl, let you down tonight. Let's go a few rounds tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost to explain your size tonight? It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost to explain your size tonight? It's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another episode of Shame Sunday. I hope you're welcome. I hope you're ready. How's everybody feeling on this Sunday? I hope everybody is well. Been taking in some of that beautiful sunlight we got creeping in. Enjoy it. When it's out, please get some. To hear so many of us are deficient in vitamin D, it's a shame. So get outside and get some of that sunlight. How y'all doing? I see y'all popping in and pulling in on this Sunday. Ready to hear a message. Ready to give one. Shame. MrsSheSaid is in the building on the ones and twos. Harris Tribe Media Group is in the building. Appreciate you. Let's go. Knowledge and Relationships is in the building. How you doing, sir? Hope all is well. Square Roots. Welcome, welcome. This is Shame Sunday with Mrs.SheSaid today. Wally Wall is in the building. How you doing? Hope all is well. Sister Karma Coleon is in the building. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Please hashtag shame so Nightbot can drop your YouTube channel in the chat so we can all support each other. Awesome Baltimore artist right here, old school, trying to kick some messages and some knowledge to the youth. So please go check her out. Appreciate you, sis, for popping in. Channel right there. It's in the building. Go like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. I hope everybody's well. I'm here bringing another episode, Shame Sunday. I'd like to give you a reflection of what behaviors are looked at to be quite shameful. And we need to start seeing a reflection of it and changing our behavior if we behave this way. So shame, it's a painful feeling of humiliation and distress, and it's caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. Shame. Many of these things were kind of taught as children, hopefully. No, you've been told no, been told good and bad in school, at home, at church, out in the neighborhood. We know better, especially when we start to become adults. So it's getting to a point where we're not teaching our children. They absolutely have no shame. There's no honor to the family, mothers and fathers being domestic. There's domestic violence on them as well. Children against adults and parents. So, it's happening. And sometimes you need a reflection. So I'm here and I'm ready to give y'all one. It's a loss of respect or esteem and dishonor. Shame. Yeah. A person's actions and or situation that brings a loss of respect and honor. Shame. A lot of these words are repeated: respect and honor. Things that should absolutely be taught from home. Parents, mothers, respect and honor. And it has to be taught, but it also has to be modeled. So if you don't model the behavior, they have no clue. And from what we see, and these kids are walking around with no respect and no honor. And it's really simple. We change our behavior and we change their behavior. So sometimes it's a small reflection of changing yourself for your children. I don't see that really happening. Mothers, we need to teach that to the new generation. It's a lot of you that you might have to tuck away in respects of your children to create some decent human, behaviors. All of us ain't taught good behaviors. You should be able to pick it up along the way. You see how the reaction you may get. Changed behavior is the best apology. So shout out to everybody for popping in. I appreciate you. Instagram, we live over here on YouTube. That's where I usually do it. I don't usually be live over here on Instagram, but you're welcome to pop on over to YouTube. See the full version of everything. Y'all take a minute and like the stream, share it. People who you think might enjoy this type of content, because we need to get our societies back on track, one neighborhood at a time, one family at a time, one person at a time. And it takes you to make that change.
Too much, you might. 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 Too much, too many crabs in a barrel, but I'd rather hang around family and battle. It's too much, too many dripping in sauce, and I ain't hating on nobody, they can get lost. It's too much, trying to help a nigga out, the only thing they care about is internet cloud. It's too much, niggas sounding like each other and they all dead wrong, they don't even get along. Too much, you might. 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 Too much drip, you might slip. 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 Too much.
Shout out Kevin Madison, Best Styles, Finest. Y'all go and check him out too. Square Roots word. Changed behavior is the best apology. Absolutely. And that behavior needs to be changed for the long haul. Doesn't mean change for a second and then get right back to it, which usually what happens. Bad habits are hard to break. Just like it took years to create them, it may take years to change that behavior, but you have to be conscious about it. But most of us, when someone tells us about our bad and foolish behavior, we don't think so, because we all have the right to do whatever we want, be whatever we want, anytime we want, and can't nobody say anything. This is where we are in society. When I grew up, you're being checked by any and everybody. May not be right to some degree, but you are being, people get a reflection of you and they're going to express it. You may think it's good, but it may not be. Someone's going to share that. Don't care how it sounds either. Let's get it. It's been a lot of stuff happening lately. We can see, where our society has been just oversexed. The sexual drive of everyone is just crazy. So, we have our clergies, we have our Dalai Lamas.
Hero for that, baby.
And such being very, very, very inappropriate with children. And this is not new to any of us. In 2023, I think y'all know what it is. Shame. It's a damn shame. You can learn to love the Lord anywhere, but we still have our children tucked away in these little places and go down in the basement or go to the back room while the adults is praising. No, you better stop that. Make sure you're secure and your children are secure wherever you are. Let's see what we got.
This report, it was just released by Maryland's Attorney General, and it alleges sexual abuse of at least 600 children over 6 decades, beginning in the 1940s. That abuse would have been committed by 156, at least, clergy members, from priests to deacons to teachers, others employees of the Archdiocese. The report alleged how victims, they were plied with alcohol and drugs, and then they were coerced and forced to perform sexual acts. I want you to see exactly from the report. It says, from the 1940s through 2002, over 100 priests and other archdiocese personnel engaged in horrific and repeated abuse of the most vulnerable children in their communities, while archdiocese leadership looked the other way. Time and again, members of the church's hierarchy resolutely refused to acknowledge allegations of child sexual abuse for as long as possible. Now, $13.2 million has been given to 303 victims at this point since the 1980s. The money is going for counseling and for settlements. Many alleged victims were too late here because according to the civil statute of limitations in Maryland, victims have no recourse if they are over 38 years old. It was just released by Maryland's Attorney General, and it alleges sexual abuse of at least 600 children.
It's a lot. And that's just reported, as you know. What do y'all think? What do you think about that? This is what's been going on for a very long time. Much hasn't changed since I was a child. $600.
6 decades, beginning in the 1940s. That
600, 6 decades. Since the 40s. Sending love and light to all the children, adults who have been affected by this type of torture. It's amazing. It continues.
abuse would have been committed by 156, at least, clergy members, from priests to deacons to teachers, others employees of the Archdiocese.
Yeah. A little bit of everybody sprinkled in there. See what my shirt say? My first job, to protect any seed that come out of me. Growing up here in this great USA, growing up in my community, growing up as a young girl, it was always a certain protection that was needed. And I was full aware of it. Growing up with brothers, little boys. So to become an adult and have my own seeds, it's my first job, right at the top of the list, because I want to protect them from any people like this. And they're everywhere. Everywhere. They look like everybody, any age, people that are put in our community for us to trust in, to help us bring us closer to our faith. That's not what's happening. A lot of these places are grooming you and your children. Yes, indeed. We have to protect and correct. It's our job.
The report alleged how victims, they were plied with alcohol and drugs.
Yeah, that's what they do. Give them the juice. The J juice. Give them a little sip. A little bread. We watched it on a different strokes. You got Dudley in the back of the store. You know, our shows had some messages. And a lot of them young entertainers did not shy away from being harmed, being in those environments, working, being left alone with adults. Parents just not present because they're getting a check. There's a check involved, some type of compensation. And we trust people. We're too trusting with our children, with our most prized possessions. It's a lot going on. Let's see what the nasty Dalai Lama's been doing. Being caught on TV, 86 years old. See now. Don't even realize you are in a public place and people are video recording you, sir.
The Dalai Lama has apologized after reportedly asking a young boy to suck his tongue. Footage of the incident, which also shows the Tibetan spiritual leader kissing the child on their lips, sparked fury online. It's thought this took place at a temple in India in February, but the clip has only recently gained attention. The child was reportedly invited on stage after asking for a hug. After kissing the Dalai Lama on the cheek, the boy was then asked to kiss his lips before the Dalai Lama added, "and suck my tongue." Critics have called the behaviour inappropriate and disgusting. And now the Dalai Lama's office have issued a statement saying that His Holiness wishes to apologise to the boy and his family for the hurt his words may have caused, adding, "His Holiness often teases people he meets in an innocent and playful way, even in public and before cameras. He regrets the incident." But that hasn't stopped the backlash, with many calling for a resignation.
Yeah, I would call for that too. Apology not accepted. Apology not accepted. In my book, Harris Tribe Media Group. I speak for me. Unacceptable. You know how many of our children are so engulfed in their faith, their belief and their trust in the Creator, and then they get deceived this way. People of the clergy, in the clergy, working for the clergy. He's supposed to, these are our leaders. This is our leader in faith. Spiritual leaders. It's not just designated to that one and the other one. As the world turns, goodness gracious. Time. It flies by, nothing changes, y'all. Ignorance, 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 the lack of knowledge or information. We have a lot of this information. Not surprised, me neither. Not surprised. Since Catholicism has had its hand in darkness historically, and my daughter was physically and sexually assaulted by the Reverend, it's been a struggle to not pay him a visit. Absolutely understand, and I'm very sorry that she had to go through that your family had to endure such a freaking traumatic incident. You know, sending love and light to you and your loves. It's amazing. And this is absolutely why I get so upset with the women. And my podcast specifically is designated to speak to them directly, because again, we are the creators of life. We are given a seed and it is cultivated in our body. And we make that choice. We make that conscious choice. So in doing that, we have to really teach the honor of it, the responsibility and duty of being a mother. And it comes with a lot of changed behavior, especially if you are behaving in a bad and foolish manner. Now is the time to change, because somebody else's life depends on it.
This is a work of art.
We're not teaching that. We're teaching, you can have you a mini me, and I can't wait to do her hair, and I can't wait to dress her up like a little baby doll and flaunt her off. Put on shoes too tight.
Gosh, something wrong here.
So their feet can look smaller. Pull their hair, their little tiny new follicles to the extreme of ripping their hair out, because we want them to look cute. It's not cute enough for you. And we teach them that very young. You don't think that that's what we're doing. But I see it. I see it in the little insecurities, the questions they ask, how they deliver the information. Children tell it all. And I'm a sponge for absorbing it, and they know it. So we got to be careful with what we're doing. Pay attention to these kids and these places. We feel, we get a little freedom or relief from them. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. Shout out Donique Anthony. Hello. Great day. Glad to see you back. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling wiser, feeling refreshed, right in time for spring, painless. Amen. Amen. Definitely one of the best decisions I've made. Besides marrying that man on the ones and twos, I'm just saying. But all is well. Thank you. Oh man, another shame Sunday. Mothers need to get it together. I had to do a little knocking on a mother's door recently. Got a couple of misguided seeds. I don't really like to call children bad, but these ones, a little bad, a little disrespectful. Especially when you check them and it's like there's no go. It's not happening. They're not listening, not respecting what you say as a grown person, as an adult. Especially when you love up on them in the community and they see you've been here. You know what I mean? So it got a little too much. Had to go knocking. She didn't like it.
You know who the daddy of that chocolated baby is? Huh? You do? Well, who is it? Speak up!
Had to knock on like 3 doors before I got to the one where they lived. And I rang it a lot. And what amazed me was it was a child that came and answered the door the way I rang the doorbell. So that was my first sign. And even though I know the little girl, like we've been here almost 3 years. So, you know, I let her know. Let your mommy know it's Miss Nikki because she's yelling from the top. Who is it? With a 10-year-old at the door. With another little one coming behind her. So I said, you go back upstairs and you let her know Miss Nikki from the park is downstairs. It was amazing. It took her a minute or two to finally get downstairs. But she did, and I let her know you the mama of them scraggly boys.
You know who the daddy?
She know exactly who I'm here for. Child, your boys is out here being straight disrespectful. What? Disrespectful? I be fucking them up. They know better than that. That was her first thing to say to me was that she be effing them up.
He wrong for that, baby.
And we all know mama said that type of stuff, you know, but the first thing to say. So, you know, and mind you, they live right across from the park. So we all live right across from each other. She didn't like it, but wasn't no, you know, hostility or nothing. Because, you know, the way I dressed her was quite respectful and let her know that they're out here bad and disrespectful. They've been told to not kick or ding dong ditch on my door multiple times over the last couple of weeks. And they're continuing to do it. Mind you, this is 9:00. And times before we've been on the show, it's been like 10:30, almost 11. So, you know, they're not being monitored. So when she said she'd be effing them up, I said, well, you're not doing it right because they are very disrespectful. Gave her a little incidents of what they do. But she was quick to hop in her car and drive right around the corner when she could have walked her ass. She could have walked around the corner to where they was, which was on my corner. And my husband had a couple of words, you know. So, you know, we got to do our part. It didn't go any further than that. It took a day for the father to pull up on me on his bike like Debo in the park. While the kids is out. You know, it was daytime and all that. Looked just like one of them. I'm just saying. So he rolls up on me and asks me if I'm the wife of the guy who been yelling at the kids. And, you know, the kids been telling me he been saying this and that and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, them kids is liars. I said, your kids is bad as hell. I told them specifically things of how their behavior is affecting the park, the neighborhood, and it's going to affect them later in the future. He didn't like it either. He accepted it. He kept saying a whole bunch of respectfulies or whatever. Mind you, my husband should be coming home in 15 minutes. I let him know off top because I already conversated with your wife. So if you're looking for him, he'll be home in 15, 20 minutes. You can go back and knock or ring the doorbell. You know, he'd be more than welcome to have this conversation with you. But he continued the conversation with me. So, you know, Miss Masculine New York City baby girl of a whole bunch of boys came out, and I had to make him abundantly clear of the behavior that his children have been exhibiting in this community since we've been here almost 3 years. So this is 2 summers. They're terrorists. I am not lying. The cussing, the nastiness, the breaking up people's property, you know, disrespectfully using their stuff, you know, in their yard, smoking and, you know, mean to the other, always starting fights, can't be productive in any kind of way. Like, it's amazing. So the supposed butt kicking that you're doing, it's not working. They need something else. And I had these words with his father, with their father. Told them that their daughter don't be doing all of that, but she soon enough is going to be following them inside this gate to go smoke that marijuana. I'm just saying. Baby of a lot of brothers, I did a lot of following of them without having a father supervisor to say, nah, don't follow them idiots or whatever, but I did, and I learned a lot. Stair-step of kids, they all going to follow a lot, unless they really different, but they're not getting different from the parents, so, you know, he took it well and rode away on his bike and never came and knocked on the door to talk to hubby. So, you know, but they've been behaving somewhat. They're still potty mouths. You know, our kids are going to, that part of it, kids will be kids. But to come and terrorize everything and everybody is not okay. That's not being a kid. So I told them they need to work on that. You're not going to come in my face and tell me about kids being kids, because I was a kid. That's not being a kid. We built forts. We played games together. We went on journeys. We got to the pool. We went to Coney Island on our own. Whole train ride. Kids. Younger than your kids. So miss me with all of that. Get them in order. Because if hubby get his hands on them, they continue to be disrespectful. They must want some trouble. And we're not them kind of people. So, you know, either the police will be knocking on your door or CPS. So that was a quick story. The kids been behaving. So, you know, shout out to them. I hope they got the message, you know, because we ain't here to hurt. We here to correct and build a better society for all the kids in all. Goodness gracious. Kids want to have fun in the park and not be terrorized.
Shame. Shame.
You know, some communities it's hard to talk to people, but you know, enough is enough. Because we raising some.
I am here to do some good old-fashioned slut shaming. Yeah!
Everybody was trying to be like, oh, she a one-hit wonder, da da da. But it's like, now what? Two-hit wonder? Like, the fuck?
You thought I was feeling you? No. Yeah, nigga, much. Nigga, Shame. Shame.
Shame. This is what our mothers are doing with our little girls. And these little people don't know no better. They don't know no better. So they're following. But this whole little girl got a whole big page. We'll stop clipping out their faces because, you know, you doing it, mother, for a contract, for whatever reasons. In my opinion, it's not okay. This little girl is dressed like a grown woman in the majority of her feed. And it's probably quite famous. You know, it may indeed get her a deal, but to me, it seems quite money hungry to expose your child to this much explicit, you know, body images. They're not realizing it, but, you know, they so-called effing them up. And what he say? Contributions and contributes to making them hostile on the block. Absolutely. Yep. He rolled up like Debo too. It was funny. I saw him coming, you know, from New York. You got to pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings. Goodness gracious. Yeah, let me see this one right here. Yeah. That's not even it. We don't come out of there. But yeah, this is it. Accountability feels like an attack when you're not ready to acknowledge your behavior. You're not ready to acknowledge it. It absolutely feels like an attack. You might not even see it. You may not even think you're behaving in a bad and foolish way. But that is to be exposing our children like this. It almost makes me cry when I see it, when it goes across my feed. So I have a young woman who blocks pages like this, you know, and she uses it as her posts on her TikToks, you know, to say, block, instant. Block this. I think it's in there right there. Block. I usually report and then block.
My chillin'.
What is the purpose of this outfit? This long ponytail, dressing her like a grown woman. strutting, the music on some of these posts. It's amazing. This baby has 34,000 followers. And I think in this new society, we are proud of that. We're proud of dressing our child like a little stripper. She can be smart as hell. I don't care. I don't care. She can be a scientific genius at this point. I really don't care. The nakedness that we are teaching, the explicit, this is what a woman is to be in the future. Absolutely not. Why is her belly out? Why? Why does she have thigh-high freaking boots on? Why? Why? Some of you chicks is out of your mind. And the parents and the families that are around this and they watch it and they think it's okay and they think it's cute and oh my God, yeah, till somebody hurts her. You're hurting her. And you don't even realize it. We do not know or understand what the effects of this type of behavior, exposure, dressing, modeling of behavior is going to do to them in 10 years, 15 years. You think this child is going to remember all this? They don't. Again, we have 27, 22, 17, and 8. Yeah, it's a lot they don't remember. Birth to 6, 7. It's a lot they don't remember. Especially if we don't have those physical pictures and things like that, constant reminders. They remember what they did last summer. Please, they forgot to go to Coney Island or went to the beach. We did that. So, they know not what you guys are doing. Have no consent. Shout out to the Information Man Show. Much respect to you, sir. This is shameful, man. Queen Karma chimed in. No, man. With the amount of sexual trafficking of our youth, how dare you parade her like that? I mean, Karma, come on. Her mother doing too much, and her father needs to do something. Oh.
And mama, don't worry. You raised a gangster. I'm a survivor. It hurt me not being able to give you what you want since I was a toddler.
My block game is crazy too. I might want to, but I don't even be on like that. But when I do come on, I get to see things like this. Again, your feed knows what you see. They know what you stop on. And it's me needing to see these things because you guys are crazy exposing these kids like this. Little girls and little boys. We don't do this to them. What is the point? What is the point? A body is a temple. We're not teaching that. This is why we're screwed up society right now. Older women not teaching the younger women what's important in life. We're not really giving them a reflection of our youth and the things that, we've been through just to help them, guide them a little more through many obstacles they probably will go through. But they need to know these things. But that stuff, these little babies have no clue what y'all doing. And it's a damn shame. Beautiful child. But who wanted that? She wanted that? Did that baby want that for her first birthday? Or did mommy want that? Did daddy approve that? Daddies, where you are? Where are you? So baby, she should have a 1-year-old picture of her little no hair having behind, which is absolutely fine. Why are we creating this dynamic that they're not okay? Something's wrong with them because their hair is kinky or they have the bald spot in the back of their head, which most children do because they sleep on their backs. It's going to take a minute. You have to manipulate their scalp, feed the follicles in their heads. It'll grow. It takes time. You have to manipulate it. We're in a rush for them to grow up. They're not us. Putting a wig or weave on them babies' heads is not okay. It's shameful.
This is a work of art.
I don't know what y'all
birthday, baby. I'ma do what I like. I'ma eat what.
But y'all seem to have this delusion that you don't want to be white. You put this white Indian not black people's hair. I mean, what's really good? It's not okay. It's not okay.
Happy first birthday.
See it again. Happy first birthday.
Baby.
Oh, is that daddy? Was that daddy holding her? Was that daddy holding her? Daddy, shame on you. No. Mommy, you be a hair hat hooligan all you want. Don't put that shit on the baby's heads. It's not okay. You're already teaching them to not love themselves. Do you know that? You're already teaching them that they are not good enough. Your hair is not good enough. You know how many of these kids walk up to me in the park and tell me my hair is nice? You have good hair. I've been hearing that shit from my whole family since I was a little kid. And I would have to tell them, I love your hair. I want your hair. I'm the oddball. Beautiful afro, kinky curls. Should see my daughter beautiful walking up out of here with that fro. Absolutely envious of that. No shade. Embrace that. It is absolutely beautiful and our men love it too. Don't do this to our little girls. They're already going to have a whole bunch going on with their bodies that they are going to be insecure about. So to start this from freaking birth with their hair is amazing to me. Grease it up, moisturize it, and let the curls flow. Put a little damn barrette and let it be. Embrace their beautiful black coily hair. Put that raggedy shit on their heads. Goofy here. And I didn't see this. Hubby showed me this. I said, oh, send that to me. Goodness gracious. And it's more. And I have no problem with these young babies who have to deal with like chemo and you know what? Still embrace they bald. Shave your damn hair off so you can look like them. How about that? How about that? So with some babies who do have cancer, they have some illnesses and they need to have, you know, a wig or whatever. Yes. But no, y'all are not doing it for that.
Baby. I'ma do what I like. I'ma eat what I like. I'ma kiss you what I like. I'ma do what I like. I'ma wear what.
Beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. With all of that on, she would have looked just as beautiful with her beautiful little short curly hair. Grease it up, make it shine. Y'all are confused as hell. And you're confusing the shit out of the kids. You're confusing them. It's going to be straight confusion. Beginning them that young with doing that to their hair. Psychologically, you're traumatizing them. I'm not a therapist. Not at all. But I know how already traumatized my young sisters that I grew up with have been. How we shared with each other our traumas of hair and our bodies and the way one breast grows bigger than the other when we start puberty. Not growing into the butts and, you know, understand what I'm saying? It was a lot of conversation. That's not happening now. Y'all are not doing that. We're not teaching them to love themselves. And in doing that, they need to love all of themselves, which is their hair. Their beautiful, coily, kinky, nappy, beautiful hair. That's how it should be exposed to them. Not, oh, something's wrong with it. This is what they get from y'all. Y'all create that ignorance. Y'all are doing it. See what y'all doing more. Let's see.
Braided wigs for kids. You can see how beautiful they are. I'm about to deliver it to my clients. My client cannot wait to have it. Yes.
It's just a coincidence, huh? The daughter's not pleased with her hair and mama's not pleased with her hair. It's just a coincidence. Stop complaining. Think somebody else is complaining. You complain a lot. You create your own hate.
Braided wig.
Whole wigs for babies. Braided editions. And they putting them on. The city I live in, they're putting them on. My little girls be like 5 years old, dragging around, you know, braids that, you know, drag to their feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They all got it like they horses and shit. I don't understand. Most of them can't wipe their ass right. You really think they're going to pull their hair to the side? What are we doing? You're already teaching them they're not enough. Teach them to read. Teach them to read. Pick up a book. But y'all need to put your goddamn phones down. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. This is too much. This is too much. Daddy, this is too much. Stop allowing mothers to expose your daughters this way. Stop allowing that shit. Put your foot down. Take pictures. Get your evidence if you have a court situation, because shit like that is not okay. It's very inappropriate. And if you have a woman that is raising your children and she is in this type of dynamic, behaving this way, you might need to put a stop to that. Put your foot down. You should have definitely been conscious of where you was planting your seed in the first damn place anyway. Shit. A lot of y'all's are dummies. It's real. Sounds lazy. Just do a hair, mom. Like, and Karma has the most beautiful, beautiful hair. Kinky, coily, thick. And when she want to flatten it out, she can flatten it out. And oh my goodness, beautiful. Square Roots chimed in. I learned tough lessons from being in the wrong relationship. Daughter is 26 now, but I was disrespected as the father by the mom, and my words, views, instructions were ignored. Absolutely. That's why I'm here speaking for you, brother, because I know a lot of brothers in the same position as you. Many. Their seed, no say. What type of shit is that? And if you ain't got no money, you really ain't got no say. What type of shit is that?
Gosh.
A lot of mothers ain't got no fucking sense. We want to talk about money. Come on. So I absolutely feel you. I absolutely understand. And this is why I bring Shame Sunday. Shame. Shame. Some women, some others are out of control. Out of control. They have no clue what they're doing. They're not, guiding. They're not modeling. They're not, trying to create decent citizens in society. Nobody's perfect. We all can't be great. We're all going to go through trials and tribulations, but it's our job to prevent them from repeating a lot of the things that we've been through, a lot of the things that we are aware of, that we can give them knowledge, give them tools to work through all of these things. But we're not doing that. We're selfish. We're paying attention to ourselves. We can't put the fucking phones down. We think we're going to be famous by putting our babies' pictures up. And some of them are. Granted, some of them may be even getting some money. But you're risking your children's safety, knowledge, their spiritual balance. It's a lot. So much more we need to do for them. Because if all this goes away, then we have to deal with just, not knowing nothing about our planet, dirt, gardening, anything, creating anything on our own over again. That's sad. Square Roots chimed in. So many times I had to undo braids that were too tight while baby girl cried. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I've had to comb out braids that were damn near dreadlocks. Thanks, sis. Absolutely, sis. You're beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. And it takes care. All you have to do is take care of it, like you said. Manipulate it. Love it. Our kids grew up with a Sunday ritual. Every Sunday was hair day. Fresh do every week. I may have pushed it to 2 weeks. Fresh do. I need you to learn to love this. And I told them when I get old, the only thing I kind of expect, I don't expect nothing from my kids, but I definitely expect you to take care of my hair. Make sure you're able to wash my hair and manipulate my hair if I can't do it. Or shave it off bald. I'm just saying, but that's just one request. So it's important to teach them how much to love themselves, because a lot of us don't. We don't love ourselves. We don't love our own shit. And I know it's hard. But when you start having children, we really have to change that dynamic.
Old school, new school, need to learn though.
Shout out to the good moms out there. We know it's a lot. And I ain't, no shade on y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It's a lot that's behaving this way. If you see these young babies come across your feeds at any point, please report it and block it. This is the only way we're going to be able to get them to stop. because these children have like thousands and thousands of views. People are saving your children's images and doing anything with them. And you continue to do it for years, you know. They got generated growth of your child. Can actually take their identity and everything. So, you know, it's really not as safe as you think. You need to be a little bit more mindful. This place is not safe. Dark web, black web. Man, Queen Karma chimed in. That's it. Stop being lazy and take care of their hair. I'm retwisting lyrics locks right now. Absolutely. Lady Nouveau is in the building. She's in the building looking lovely up there. Hope all is well. Yeah, locks is definitely something we've been a household of that many times. The high schooler has just gotten his second retwist, so we're gonna see how that grows out. It's coming along, looking good. Very satisfied by it. Yeah, we're exposing them too much, man, and it's a shame. It's a shame. And there's so many more I could have brought up here, but this young one is, you know, I'm constantly seeing it come across my feed, so had to expose her mama. I do have another one though. You know, we bring a lot of children into this world and we act clueless on what to do with them when they get here. And that amazes me. It amazes me. It's your job to do the work. Find out what's best for them. You lazy mother suckers. I appreciate you. Rest up, love. The world class is in the building. What's up? What's up? Talking about some of these shameful mamas. That's what I'm focusing on. I mean, y'all take care of each other. Y'all focus on each other. Y'all be screaming on each other enough. I'll take care of these ladies on this end. We create them. It's our job. It's our job, ladies.
I am here to do some good old-fashioned slut shaming. Yeah!
Bed Spring's gonna tell on you.
And in that moment, I realized this little boy really got me messed up. Because if he break my TV again, we are going to have some serious problems. Like, I've never in my life wanted to fight a toddler until I had him.
Play the next one. Mom, kids on spectrum.
So they are mad that I didn't let them go outside right away. Oh yeah, he definitely got in trouble for throwing the chair. I have 2 sets of twins. All 4 of them were diagnosed with autism. So this is every day for me. The constant screaming, throwing stuff, hurting themselves or others. This is every day, all day. And they don't want you to whoop them, yell at them. But it just gets overwhelming because it's like, I don't know what to do. Look at my house. It's messed up. And again, this is every day, so I have no choice but to deal with it. But it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. This is what we're doing. Respectfully. Don't blame that the children are on the autism spectrum. Your dysfunction, your lack of organization, your lack of maybe having the ability to teach or guide or model, you know, self-control. Children are a sponge. And I've worked many years with adults on the autism spectrum, from mild to severe, total care, for many years. They have sense, okay? And you, as the parent, must model discipline, patience, self-control. And we know there's a wide range of spectrum when it comes to, you know, the autistic spectrum. You have one, and you already are not equipped with the tools to be responsible with that one, and you go on and have 3 more. My body, my choice. Make a choice to learn, get the resources you need, programs, some structure, clean the hell up. Why record and not correct? Because she wanted to show off, because honestly, her whole page is her butt, my dude. So these are the pinned at the top. Let me show you how I have no control over my children, but I got a big old butt. I got an ass. This is the shit they doing. It's amazing to me. If you put your goddamn phone down, you'd have time for your children. There's only 24 hours in the day. Maybe you should set a timer on your phone to let you know you should get off in an hour or 20 minutes, or you can do that.
This is a work of art.
Because I know a lot of us adults don't have no discipline. We expect our children to be self-controlled and disciplined, but you don't have any. You absolutely don't have any. Is there a father around? That's another question. 4 kids, no daddy around. You have no control over what's going on here. That's a problem for me. Who knows this woman? Who's in her, community? Who's her family? Nobody's helping. Nobody's giving you tools to navigate with these children. Are you getting any checks? Because when you get checks, you get some resources. There's resources out there. There's so many resources out there. But the laziness is amazing. Put your goddamn phone down. You attention whore.
So they are mad that I didn't let them.
They can't go outside. Put your fucking phone down and take them outside. I'm confused. Get some constructive play. Children like structure. And if you had it from, they're all little. They all look like they under like 6 years old. Oh my goodness. That's like having a little classroom. And I can imagine the different behaviors. But if you learn to control the first one before you bring in the second one and the third one, like it would be, ladies, don't do this stupid shit. I love the babies, but don't keep having children knowing you can't handle it. Pondering them off to somebody else, not doing the right things. TV's on, the house is a wreck. Like they are destructive as hell, throwing chairs at each other. No. There's so much constructive play. A lot of us need to go to school. When you choose to have children, if you get time, go and take an early childhood education course. A couple of classes to learn how to best deal with your children. It's hard. I have to say it's absolutely hard. I know this. Latchkey kid, baby of 3, stair stepper. It's like my mother had triplets at 17. So I absolutely know this is why I'm here. Don't repeat that dumb shit. This is what she said to me. Don't repeat that. Spread your babies out. Unless you're prepared to back like that. Your body, it affects your body. It's a lot. Those lessons I appreciate. Our children are 5 years apart. Ain't no reason for y'all to be fighting. Y'all on different levels. The oldest one teach the next one. The next one teach the next one. Kindness is shown. Respect. Each one teach one. You all them girls in there, they don't fight? No, because they would have to fight me. That's the consequences, and they don't want that. You best learn how to get along. Because you don't want the wrath of mommy. I never had a sister. Y'all better honor that. Honor it. Because I honored my brothers. We honored each other. When you become adults, sometimes life separates you, and so we still love the shit out of each other, honor each other. It's all good. But our kids ain't there. They little terrorists.
Right away. Oh yeah, he definitely got in trouble for throwing the chair.
Yeah, no. I was like, commentator, like, a reward system. Each child likes different things, and it's our job as a parent to pay that much attention to our children. It is your responsibility to know how different they are, how this one needs to learn, what this one needs, because it's different. You are not going to do the same thing you did with the first one, with the second one. Some things, but you're going to have to tweak a lot. Don't expect the same. Like, oh, that first child was easy. The second one, yeah, you're going to have to find other. This is a whole different creature, even if it came from the same 2 people. 10 kids, they all different. Uniquely different, and you really have to find out who they are. And it's your job as a parent to continue every year to find out who this child is growing into and what they're going to need from you to get better, to progress. It's your job. Because there's no guarantee daddy's going to be around.
I have 2 sets of twins. All 4 of them were diagnosed with autism. So this is every day for me. The constant screaming, throwing stuff, hurting themselves or others.
Yeah. Do a lot of this talking about Nick Cannon wrong, having all these babies he can't pay attention to, but you women are having babies and y'all there and can't pay enough attention to them. What's good? What's really good? What's really good? At least he got them financially secure. I'm just saying the mamas ain't got to go and depend on no system. They ain't got to worry about nothing financially. Y'all right here. Y'all choosing to bring chaos. My body, my choice. Make better freaking choices. Make better choices. Stop bringing unwanted children that you don't want to spend time with. And it upset me that she, like put the blame that they're autistic. That upsets me. It's a you thing. You correct your behavior. You change your behavior. Those children will fall in line. And knowing from birth, from very early, it's you, mom. It's you, mom. You have no self-control. And I looked up and down her page. She ain't showing nothing but butt. So, you really don't. I don't believe you care about your children. I said it. You don't like it? Too bad. Come holler at me. Come up on my show. It is what it is. Because I'm definitely going to tag you. I'm going to post this. Do something about that. Because everybody is not taking care of their stuff. So if it does not apply to you, let it fly. But a lot of you chicks are
This is every day, all day. And they don't want you to whoop them, yell at them.
They don't need no whooping. You might need a whooping. They don't need no whooping. They all really little. All they need is some structure and a mommy who's going to pay them some attention, give them some organized play, make sure they have all the tools that they need to be creative. Turn the goddamn TV on, put some music on, dance around, do some Simon Says, some exercise, do some breathing, lay on the floor and just breathe, and they'll follow you. There's so many things that you can do, sister. And if they all are on the spectrum, there's extreme resources for you. So you're being lazy. You should reach out and touch someone so they can help you with your tribe, because that's a lot of kids that need a lot of attention. But you need a lot of attention too, because you posting your ass on TikTok a lot of booty there, lots of booty. But the kids is pent up at the top, so get the dysfunction to bring you into the page, and then here suck you in. Look, I got titties, I got some booty. Shit is a damn shame.
You done fucked up, that, don't you? I see what I'm saying. I thought so. You know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up. No, you know that, don't you? No, you done fucked up, don't you? No, don't you?
But it just gets overwhelming because it's like, I don't know what to do.
Looks like a nice big house. Looks like some really nice furniture. She don't know what to do. You should have closed your legs and not continue to have a whole bunch of kids, because you had to not know what to do with the first 1 or 2. Because if you got the first 1 or 2 in order, the third and the fourth would be in order too. It don't stop. And the way they back to back, yeah. Should have got some parenting training classes. This shit needs to be implemented. It should be a requirement. They say, oops, pregnant. Okay, well, you have to show me some certification of going to get a CPR and Heimlich maneuver and first aid freaking class. Even if it costs you $180, it's worth it. Because a lot of you chicks don't know what to do to take care of your damn kids. You don't know nothing about SIDS. You don't know how to feed them upright, burp them after, gas, like massages. Listen, it's some things that really needs to be taught before y'all spit out these babies. Because I'm watching a lot of fools raise babies, man.
This is a work of art.
And it's our job as the women before to let them know. Don't do it. Keep your damn legs closed until you are ready and sure, ready to get married and be with this man for a full spread 18 plus. That's how it needs to be told. Not open your legs. Oops, it happened. How many of y'all oops babies? Who's a oops baby? Put a one in.
I am here to do some good old-fashioned slut shaming.
Yeah!
Is your mama that honest? Is mama's baby, papa's maybe? One in the chat if you a oops baby. No shame. You here. You made it. Let's change that for the ones coming up behind us. We don't want them to do that. We want it to be a conscious choice, a willingness to be selfless. Because that's what comes along with parenting. Can't be selfish. A lot of y'all are selfish. It's your responsibility to learn your children and what you need to do to best help them grow to be the best adult they can be. Even autistic children, okay?
But it just gets overwhelming because it's like, I don't know what to do. Look at my house. It's
get an Uber, want to get some DoorDash. Like, why have these kids you don't know what to do? Why keep having more and more you don't know what to do? You didn't just get to this point and now you don't know what to do. It's amazing. You got to recruit help. You get one, they autistic. You have twins, they're both autistic. You go in for a third time. I call a lot of cap. These kids are very capable of modeling self-control, decent play, constructive play. And your gripe is they mad and having a fit because they want to go outside. They want to go or back outside. I don't care what it is. If it's going to get their ass tired so they can eat and take a bath and read a book and go to bed, that's the best thing for them. Go outside. Go outside. Put your damn phone down, mothers. Go outside.
it's messed up. And again, this is every day, so I have no choice but to deal with it. But it's a lot. It's a lot.
Red Lipstick Vibes is in the building. Hey sis, how you doing? Yelling at this mama specifically. Amen, amen. Gotta do better. It's amazing. And it was just one video. Someone told me go check her page. It was just 2 videos of her disgruntled or autistic children that she's exploiting, you know, with thousands and thousands of views on it to get them to come look at her page. And the rest of it is all her ass and titties and, you know, in her kitchen and, you know, just bull crap. It's amazing to me. The attention whores, the thirst trapping, the bringing a daddy for them kids. No. Alonzo Hall, the All-Star Advisors in the building. Salute, salute. Welcome to Shame Sunday. Pretty sure I'm a oops baby number 1. Okay. I think all of us was just an irresponsible daddy. He was just irresponsible here. Just fail. Shit.
You're wrong for that, baby.
But we here, we survived. Accountability. It feels like an attack when you're not ready to acknowledge your behavior. Most people don't want nobody tell them about nothing. Tell me nothing about what I do. Shoosh. Let's just say routine and structure is what they need. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if we have none, they won't have none. I'm sorry. There's no way. Take heed is on the check-in. Hey, love. Welcome, welcome. Shame Sunday. Shame. Talking about the bad and foolish behaviors a lot of these women and mothers out here hoping they change so our children can get better and do better and be better and aspire for better. Seek to want to learn more. Please don't keep moving like this, young lady, exposing these kids half naked on the TikTok. Just continuing to do it. It's amazing. You know, there was a time that you had people absolutely on these electronics to seek for people who expose children. And now it's the parents. It's the parents say, yeah, I'm start my baby a page, let them be an influencer and dress them sexy like a grown woman. It's amazing. Take away their innocence. They don't even know what it is to be an innocent little kid, little girl, little boy. You're putting them into adult-like personalities. And they have no clue. They're little sponges, you know. They think it's cool. Middle finger up, belly out, cute little halter jacket, you know, fresh to death. This is a whole nother woman. This is a whole separate woman. And yeah, she definitely exploits her child as well. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Whatever mommy's into, these kids are going to be into. You throwing them wigs on, they're going to want to throw them on too. And this stuff too, allowing these pedophile women to come around your little boys and be inappropriate, and it's okay. And a lot of y'all think it's cute, and it's not. It's sexual assault in the slightest. Doing too much.
Everybody was trying to be like, oh, she a one-hit wonder, da da da. But it's like,
So they are.
You're not doing enough.
Happy first birthday, baby. I'ma do what I like.
Doing too much. Doing too much. Don't think you're not going to create this type of situation.
And I'm telling you, this is standard. Mums are getting punched up by their children in the house. Mums! Every single day. This is the new thing now. A lot of mums are getting beaten up by their sons and daughters in the house. Give me money to go out or I'm going to punch you in the face. So the point what I'm saying is, when we're talking about domestic violence, men against women, women against men, the domestic violence that no one's talking about is the children beating their parents.
What's really good? It's been a lot more reports of that, a lot of 911 calls for that. You don't set some type of tone, some type of standard, some type of level of respect and honor in your home, your children will turn their back on you and whoop your ass. Got these young kids beating up grandparents. Kids are deleting parents because they can't get their electronics. We're doing this because of these idiot boxes. Put your goddamn phones down. Try it. Discipline yourself. Set your app timer. You know, you want to work out, you get your app, you got a timer, it lets you know, you get your notifications, like, do the work. Because they're going to turn around and start whooping your ass, cussing you out, telling you to go F yourself. How's that going to feel? It absolutely comes a point where you are not going to be able to control them.
Born with more than 400 psychological traits that will emerge as they mature, and they have nothing to do with you. Your child is not a blank slate on which you get to write. Your child is a genetic mosaic of your extended family, which means this is a unique combination of the traits that run in your family line. I like the shepherd view. You are a shepherd. You don't design the sheep. The engineering view makes you responsible for everything. Everything that goes right and everything that goes wrong.
Little designer us's. DNA from way back, way back, way back.
This is why parents come to us with such guilt, more guilt than we've ever seen in prior generations. Because parents today believe that it's all about them and what they do. And if they don't get it right, they've done something wrong. When in fact, the opposite is true. This has nothing to do with your particular brand of parenting. So I would rather that you stop thinking yourself as an engineer and step back and say, I am a shepherd to a unique individual. Shepherds are powerful people. They pick the pastures in which the sheep will graze and develop and grow. They determine whether they're appropriately nourished. They determine whether they're protected from harm. The environment is important, but it doesn't design the sheep.
Ooh. Do you understand that? Some is just DNA coded in there. Like I said, for each child, you really have to pay attention to each one. They are so different. I don't care if they're twins. They are different. Oh my goodness. And, I was a person who always self-reflected. To me, even inside my belly, they were different. The way they grew inside of me, how, it affected my body all the way through to the end, totally different. So you can't say, each one is going to be easy or bad or the same. It's not. It's not. And then when they came out, they were different. They needed different sleeping techniques. They needed different soothing mechanisms. It was amazing to watch, and to watch them all now. They are still absolutely very different, but they are absolutely a part of the Harris tribe. DNA, both sides. There's times we look at each other and be like, look at you, look at me. Oop, that's grandma. Look at so-and-so. Like, it's embedded, and we all say we're a part of our environment. Our environment dictates a lot, so we have to be the nesters of that. We have to create these nests for these offspring to learn and grow and develop in, the best way possible. And again, there's no perfect blueprint. But having a reflection of maybe what you didn't get that you would have preferred to have, or do things differently, like to some degree, there has to be a lot of self-reflection on what you plan on doing. For each one, again, they're different. Each one is going to need something different. And if they are on the spectrum, they're absolutely going to need a lot of different techniques and resources. Shepherds, not designers. Absolutely, yeah. But this is what they're doing. They're designing our children. This is what our women are doing now. They're not shepherds, not at all. They have no guidance themselves. They don't even look to guidance. They don't want any guidance. They don't want no structure. Because it's amazing to me how, a woman doesn't want to keep home clean, even if there's no man around. Like, your environment is supposed to be clean. When babies grow up quickly. That's one thing I tell them when I meet new parents. They grow up quickly. Try to model the best behavior you possibly can. Please, thank you. Your kids won't run around. If they saying no, it's because you taught them that. Huh, babe? Huh? Yeah, don't tell my kids no. There's other ways to negate them not having something by saying no. What you think their first words are going to be? No. They know what it means. They know how to use it and everything. So try please and thank you. May I have that? Dangerous. Caution. Like so many other words. And they learn them. And they grow up to know what they mean by doing that. They grow up to be something different if you don't do it.
There are reports, unconfirmed by Chicago police, of multiple people shot at Michigan and Washington, also Michigan and Wabash. The Chicago Fire Department, we're told, is here along with paramedics and Chicago SWAT teams, all assisting in this investigation. Now, the chaos here downtown began or erupted just before 8 p.m. Several hundred young people traveling in groups, kids seen jumping barricades into Millennium Park, also jumping on top of cars. Other reports indicated large groups trying to force their way into the Art Institute. This appears to be one of those teen takeovers that we saw last year, publicized widely on social media, attracting thousands into the downtown areas.
I thought that was here, but it's not. Chicago.
You know who the daddy of that chocolate baby is?
Them your kids out there. Your parents even care, mothers. Those were your children out there. Do you not know where your children are? Do you care to know where your children are? This sounds like it was some plan. These kids planned to do that. Your kids don't know the consequences behind their behavior or what could possibly happen. Or again, do you not care? Especially in the urban communities that we are in. It's dangerous. And that's Baltimore City.
You know who the daddy of that chocolate baby is?
Them y'all kids out there. Just tell me it's just a coincidence. Downtown Chicago, downtown Baltimore, all these teenagers acting a fool. Our mayor wants to try to propose a curfew for these kids. Pastor J.P. Smith said, that shit ain't gonna work. Parents. It is the parents' responsibility to have control over their children. What makes you think the city is gonna be able to fix it? Baltimore City. Move out to Baltimore County because it's better. Yeah. Let's take a look.
The outreach coordinator for the Baltimore County Parent and Student Coalition. I know you guys see me here many times discussing many issues in our schools. My main focus is the violence. We don't need to touch back. I did a few weeks ago before school started about all the issues with the violence from last year. But we have a big problem, and I heard it tonight. We're in serious trouble. We have out-of-touch leaders failing our children and our teachers. When you hear the TABCO rep saying that school safety is great, it's fine, it's even getting better, that's alarming. That's very alarming. And then we wonder why we have children with failing grades when they're in fight or flight mode every day. How can they focus on learning when they're surrounded by violence?
The leaders
for that, baby.
Like the leaders are going to be able to fix something. Parents, your fault, your problem, your children, you are failing your children. I cannot blame my mayor and my governor for our children being out of freaking control. It's all our responsibility. All our responsibility. And most of these cities, y'all have an I don't care attitude. I don't care. You really don't care about these kids because there's no way 9, 10, and 11 should be outside at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Implementing a curfew is not going to do anything here. Absolutely not. When the pandemic happened, we lived in an area. Oh my goodness. The kids were hundreds deep on our block, whole block, police out there, jumping, dancing on cars, acting a fool, no mask. This is during the pandemic. Y'all don't care about y'all kids. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your goddamn kids are? Hell no, you don't. You don't even care. The first part of it is admitting that you have a goddamn problem, and you do. The society has a problem. Mothers need to step up. If we are leading these homes, we're leading them into a goddamn grave. It's not looking good. And I blame us because we create them. We choose to bring them into the world. So it's our responsibility to protect them. And that means in all realms, not in just one realm, in all realms. First teacher, first nurturer. And if you're not capable, don't do it. If you're selfish, don't do it. If you don't understand what comes along with it, don't do it. It's a lot of duty and responsibility that comes along with being a parent, being a mother. Yeah, I don't want to own that shit. And this is where we are. That's a whole Chicago, downtown Baltimore. Like, these cities are going to hell. And these are our teenagers. These are our young adults. What are y'all teaching? What are we teaching? No, mothers, hell no, they don't know where they at. No, at some point you have no control over your children. Oh, excuses. Yeah, no, we need to do better.
To a larger issue that young people would, number one, have ease of access to these firearms and would use them indiscriminately, shooting people within 50 feet of 25 to 30 police officers who are.
Absolutely. Yes. I don't think people believe that this is a reality for some communities. I really think people are clueless. You know, they live in their bubbles, they live in their boxes and their squares, and they don't see what's happening. You know, it's when you're in your community, you get the news in your city and in your town. You have no idea what's going on in other cities and other towns, but it's real. We live here right up the street from a lot of it. It's getting hot. Kids are coming out. Parents don't want them around. They don't want them around.
Or in the block. Either they don't care about consequences or don't believe the consequences, and they have no respect for human life or the sanctity of life or authority.
Absolutely. That's our fault. Our kids are so desensitized. They don't care to die. They don't care to delete. They don't care. They really don't. We seeing it. They video recording it all. So to me, you know, I don't think they truly understand the consequences, or they really don't care. They don't care to leave off this planet and not live prosperous. It's amazing. But it's taught. It's absolutely taught. They hear nothing but hate and hopelessness and despair in their home. No uplifting praise, you know, no compliments. No, come on. We do all of that when they're little babies and when they're little infants and, you know, when they're toddlers and shit. The first time we able to call them bad, that's all we hear. Go outside the other day, he's just bad. I'm like, see, that's the first thing you say to me to give me a description of your son. How about he has a lot of energy? He's easily distracted. Bad. It's the first thing y'all say about your kids. Do something better than that. You created him, her. You don't think you had a part in that? Bad child? The hell? It's amazing. The music sucks. You really need to pull back on that. Uplifting, positive, childlike music. This grown stuff is too much. They have no idea.
To pull off that brazen, cowardly act right there in the presence of police officers.
That's a cowardly act? Huh? To start bucking at some police. That's cowardly? It's senseless. One would look at it as brave. No. They don't look at it as cowardly. Them kids is looking at it as brave. Man, I was bucking at the police. That's a brag. What do you really? Gun violence. It's amazing. It's all in the music. We're not, because we're selfishly trying to get our backs blown out or do a TikTok and post it with our booty. I remember they used to announce it on TV and the radio way back in the 70s. That's when we grew up. Absolutely. It's 6 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
6, and the last one was absolutely at 10 o'clock. It's by 10. You should know where your damn kids are. It's not the police and everybody else's responsibility to know where your children are. It's not. It's not. But we think that they're safe because they have phones, right? We know where they're at. They got a phone. They got a GPS on it, right? They can Uber or Lyft anywhere. They can DoorDash them some food if they hungry. They don't need me. I can go to work, be at work for 10, 12 goddamn hours, and then go away to the island on the weekend and leave my 11 and 12 and 13-year-olds at home. You know how I go. Come on. They mature. They good. And in 9 months, we got a baby. Shut up. Let's not do that. goofy. It don't make no sense. It really don't.
Numbers that just really hit you.
Delusional.
The number of Baltimore City school students that we've lost to gun violence since just the start of 2023.
The most recent victim was 16-year-old Isaiah Carter, the Patterson High School student gunned down in a park right next to his school. Today, we're taking a deeper look at just how common gun violence has been among youth in our nation.
WMER2 News' Brittany Werner is analyzing the statistics around violent youth crime involving young people.
Well, since August of last year, 16 Baltimore City students have died as a result of gun violence. Today, we spoke with experts who talked about this public health crisis and what it's going to take to fix it. Between 2019 and 2020, American health professor Daniel Webster says gun violence, gun sales, and the presence of ghost guns have substantially increased throughout our nation.
We had never seen such a sharp increase in homicides from one year to the next, a 35% increase. Now, youth were part of the same trend. Trend data show that the increases for teenagers being killed with guns has increased even more so than for adults.
Professor Webster says if you contrast 2019 with 2022, there's a 65% increase in the number of teens with firearms in the United States. This week, outside Patterson High School, 16-year-old Isaiah Carter was shot to death. He's just one of several students we've covered being involved in gun violence near school grounds this year. Webster blames easy access to guns and challenges in disadvantaged communities as part of the reasons for this public health crisis.
Guns are more available in their environment. Too many of our youth are being shot, but they're often the hardest to reach youth. More young people feel threatened. They feel that their life is at risk, and they can't rely upon public safety systems, police, or others to protect them. So what do? They try to find a gun.
He says this idea could then become socially contagious, causing youth to think firearms is their only form of protection, further perpetuating this dangerous mindset of violence.
Part of the reason Baltimore has a very high rate of homicides and homicides involving youth is that we have too many pockets of concentrated poverty and disinvestment. It's a heartbreaking situation right now, and I hope we act with urgency.
So you mentioned strengthening those support services, but what are some other things that we can do as a community to get the ball rolling to change this narrative and the culture around violence?
We want youth in Baltimore to be safe. We have to also think about how do we get investment in communities that have suffered from structural racism and disinvestment. We should feel this is a crisis right now, and we should really set our minds to solving it. We're failing our youth. Let's do what we can now, but let's also have a mindset to longer term. How do we strengthen our schools, our social support systems for kids?
All right, Brittany, you mentioned that there's this mindset of violence. Did he talk about other ways the community can get involved in changing the narrative around youth and violence?
He did. He actually mentioned some of the community organizations like ROCA who are doing it correctly because they sort of cater to that age group of teens and young adults who need the help. He says changing the mindset and the way they think about solving conflict is going to be the most rewarding when it comes to combating crime, along with strengthening those support services, those social support services in the community that are often the reasons that crimes are committed in the first place due to lack of resources.
All should be taught at home. Teach your children how to deal with conflict. Look, the bad ones is right outside the window, going to mess with neighbor's stuff. Nothing to do. They have nothing to do. Yeah, because they messing with their hoes or something. It's amazing. Gotta love the kids. You know, they are a reflection of us. We don't teach them how to deal with conflict. You know, if we're explosive and, you know, everything is a chip on the shoulder and everything is a problem, we look weak. We look like we can't handle things to our children. Everything is like to the extreme, you know, and if we can curtail that, that would be great for them. And again, temperance is important. Self-control, discipline. Learn to control yourself, control your temper, control your, anything that triggers you, like, because we easily triggered. Most of us are hurt. We're hurt children walking around in adult bodies. Don't think when we have our children, we don't pass that down. I was a fearful parent. I didn't want to mess up. I never want my children to jump up and want to disrespect me. And, so we were pretty stern, to the point where people always thought we were military, because I was so militant. I'm always outside. I didn't play. When I said no, when I said it was time to go, they would just go and tow. It was never no, oh man, oh my God, I can't, I don't want to go. I didn't have any of that, because you have to structure things to say, okay, guys, we got about a half an hour. We got 15 minutes. It's winding down. We got about 5 minutes. Y'all better get your swing on. You better go do the bet, whatever the most you want to do before we go. So it's on us to create that. And they learn those tools. So if we have no self-control, we have no discipline, we don't know how to shut up. We're always cussing and carrying. What the hell you think they're going to learn? And many of us grew up in those types of environments. So consciously not choosing to continue bad and foolish behavior is something that we need to do for the sake of our children. And we're not doing that. My face might be stuck, but I'm still here. So, it's on us to do that. I was a bad, foolish child, grew up in the urban communities, same drugs, crack, all of that, the street. And, I knew when I had my children, I didn't want to create that dynamic. I didn't want them, saying bitch at 2 and, just having fits all over the place. And of course, they ain't perfect. They've done it. But guess what? I'm having a fit too. We having a fit in Walmart right now. Watch me do it too. And then they stop. It's one time I had to have Madison stay. We had to go right back to the front for a good 5-6 minutes. You want to cry? We're going to stay here until you finish. Cause I'm not, and people are coming in. Oh my goodness. Don't pacify her. Please keep walking by. You're going to stay right here and cry until you're done. And I ain't never have to do that again. So, they need to know when you are serious. I'm the leader. You're not going to control this dynamic because you can't have control of your emotions right now. Your emotions are not going to control me. And if, when they learn that early, it's a tool that they keep in their toolbox. Ladies, we cried the women everything. Frisbee, everything ain't all, going to the great escapes and, just basic going outside, walking around the block with your kids. Try to do things without spending money, and it's just going outside to play. If you got little ones, just get out there and do it. But these young teenagers, get a hold on your kids, because if not, the government will. They have big old detention centers down here on Greenmount. So, they have no problem in housing your children. No problem. It's packed. I got one more. We're back. Okay, so my video is here. Yeah, I got one more video. Let's get it.
There's been a mass shooting in Dadeville, Alabama.
Brian Yenes is live with what we know. Brian, good morning.
Good morning, guys. We've been making calls on this for hours now. This is what we know. We can confirm that there has been a mass shooting in Dadeville, Alabama. This is eastern Alabama in Tallapoosa County. Reportedly, according to WRBL and the CBS affiliate there, this shooting took place at about 10:30 last night. They're talking about, according to them, WRBL is reporting some 20 people who were injured at this shooting. Now, we understand this shooting took place based on live stream videos that we've seen from local news organizations on the ground, that this shooting took place at the Mahogany Masterpiece, a dance studio right next to the PNC Bank in downtown Dadeville. There's a population of about 3,000. This is a very small community, some 60 miles northeast of Montgomery, some 25 miles northwest of Auburn, Alabama. Again, a mass shooting, we believe. It is being reported by WRBL, the local CBS affiliate, left more than 20 people injured. The injured are believed to be mostly teenagers. They are reporting that this was a Sweet 16 birthday celebration. There is yellow police tape, and investigators are on scene outside of the Mahogany Masterpiece Dance Studio. Video that we've seen from local affiliates shows that the windows have been blown out in the front of that building, it appears, of that dance studio. And that is what we know so far. This is a very, very small community.
Even in the small communities, the youth are out of fucking control. Mothers. Get it together. Plausible deniability. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop it. Please stop it. You are present. If you are present, be more present. Know where your young teenagers are. Remember when you were a teenager, always trying to find some type of foolery to get into. Okay. And if you wasn't that, then you were a good kid. But if not, come on, y'all. Mind your children. Get over this I don't care attitude, because other children are suffering. Your children are hurting other children. This was at a Sweet 16 party. No parents there to de-escalate. No parents there to notice something is, a little fishy. Words are being said. Shit's looking heated. Everybody got to step up. Mothers and fathers. If fathers were more present inside the goddamn high schools and junior high schools, yeah, there probably wouldn't be as much violence. There's some cities where they're doing that. There's some men in some communities that are doing that. We're not getting a light shined on that, though. There's no light shined on that. But that's what's needed now. So if you can be present, gentlemen, mothers, go into the school. You sending your child to a violent school every day, knowingly. We're doing it knowingly. That is this much violence going on in many of the schools, in small communities and big communities and urban communities and white communities. It's happening. And then the people who are getting bullied, they come in with these rifles and this is normal here in America. It's normal now. It's your kids. It's your children. Your children. Getting totally desensitized by it. I'm not surprised every time I hear it now. I can't even be that heartbroken for the lost lives because it's so many. I get upset with the parents who weren't there for their children. What's going on with your child? That he has this type of ammo, this type of anger, this type of animosity, this type of revenge. What are we doing? What are you creating? And just being there and not interacting with your child is not enough. It's not enough. These last 10, 15 years, a lot of your kids have been raised in their goddamn room. They've been raised in their room by a computer, by a phone, by an Android, by an iPad, by a Kindle. It's no more the comments raising your kids from the couch or the TV raising your children. It's no more of that. The lab's nothing but introverts. You know how many kids? I'm an introvert and I don't go outside. I don't like people and I don't this and that. Blah, 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 blah. I get it. I absolutely get it. But that's bad parenting, y'all. It's different coming from grown adults, but to hear the little babies say that, what do you mean? You need the outside. You need that vitamin D. You need the air. You need to be playing in the dirt so your antibodies can learn how to build up some protection. Reality. Earth. I better teach these kids. So, ladies, I gotta bring it back to y'all. Man, we are the creators of life. Where we haven't been doing a good job, we create them, but we don't want to do the work. We're not doing the work. We're not being intentional with their minds, with their hearts. We're disciplining ourselves in order to discipline them. I learned a lot from Super Nanny. She was my best friend. I couldn't wait for her to come on. Let me learn some tools because I know I'm absolutely traumatized from my childhood. I parented in fear, the popping and the spanking. And it was a little bit. It never was in abundance. I used to tell them by the time you 8 I shouldn't have to do it. Our word is bond. We set rules. There's expectations, and there's going to be some consequences. You don't have to spank your children, but you have to be disciplined in your modeling of behavior so they learn. Can't just haul off and whoop them every time they do. It's not doing anything. It's really not. Has to be some follow-up. But Super Nanny had great techniques, and it was a lot, towards the end, it was usually the parent. Parents have to change their behavior. Your behavior has to change in order for your children's behavior to change. Making charts, making award, calendars, like something. Reward system. You have to use different strategies and you have to find what works. What gets them to, move differently. Put your goddamn phone down. That's the first thing you need to do is put the phone down. Use the phone to get stuff. They have charts. They have printable charts. They have so much stuff. They have games. They have interactive reading. And these kids really do just want our time. If I can look back at anything and say, I just wish my father would have tried to spend time. That's it. I didn't care about no money. But as a child, I would have wanted that. All that other crap, I can care less. Just some time hanging out. Those types of memories is something I would have loved to have. Being pushed at the park, taken for a hike, just walking and laughing and joking and being silly and, watching movies together. Do that with your children. Put your phone down. Teach them to put their damn phones down. It's going to be a nice summer. And, they need to get outside. Get outside with your kids. Pay attention. Because now I see homegirl sitting across the street because I had to go and knock on her door and say something about her kids. So when I see her kids outside, now I can look across the street and most of the time she's sitting out there. So shout out to her.
This is a work of art.
Because I'm definitely don't want to keep knocking on your goddamn door. We're not going to do that. Your kids better get themselves together. They ain't babies. They grow up real quick, y'all. Real quick. They grow up to be adults real quick. Huh, Karma? You got one graduating, right? Shh. Listen. Okay, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming up. Man, letting me get real passionate. I just want the best for your kids, and I would hope that you want the best for your kids too. They want the best from you. So try to be the best. Read more books, get outside, be kind to somebody that's not you. That's it, man. We be back here Thursday. Shout out to Mr. SheSaid on the 1s and 2s. I appreciate you always. Yesterday we made 18 years married. So shout out to us. Happy anniversary to us. We're a whole adult. So that was awesome. And this was our gift. We got some porcelain, 18 years of marriage. I threw Mrs.SheSaid on there. He's got Mr. SheSaid on it. So, if you want one, holla at me. It's not free, but I got you. Word up. But we be back Thursday with another exclusive topic with Harris Tribe Media Group. He says, she said, love and abundance. And Saturday and Sunday, y'all know we be back Cerebro Saturday and Shame Sunday. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Please like and share the stream with someone you think it can help. And again, any mothers or sisters out there need some tips or pointers or mentorship of mothering and parenting, please feel free. Holla at me. I am absolutely here for that and, willing to assist. So just be willing to learn.
Old school, new school, need to learn though.
So, gotta be willing to learn. Some of y'all ain't. So, shout out to y'all. But the children are our future and it's up to us to make it better for them.
Do something about that because everybody is not taking care of their stuff. So if it does not apply to you, let it fly. But a lot of you chicks out here.
Word. Shout out to New York for raising me.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I'm Paul Stanley of KISS. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies. Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies.